party begins. So now it's all about education and emotional and career-based intelligence that we will impart through our colleagues who are going to come onto the panel. We have a brokers panel discussion. A lot of people say, don't call us brokers, call us realtors, but then where's NAR global representative? Can we call ourselves realtors? We'll talk about that another day. But so we're realtors, we're channel partners, we're actually what? We're salespeople, we're hardcore salespeople, okay? Because we sell homes, we sell whatever there is, or we help people buy. So we're buyers and sellers representatives. We're consultants, we're advisors, whatever we are very proud of our profession. And that's the key thing. You know, some people call us the eloquent brokers, some people just say, you know, these are great consultants who help you make a decision which impacts your life. Imagine the average age of an Indian buying property in India is about 50. It's gone down from 58. At 58, when you retired from government service mostly, all the money that you got from pension and other funds, you put into a property. And it could be the best or the worst decision of your life. And many times you could never buy, and therefore the property kept getting subdivided. Agricultural land got subdivided several times the same way. At the age of 50, if you make a decision to buy the most expensive thing in your life, and if you don't have a consultant for it, and if organizations crop up and say, no brokers required, then that's a matter of concern. So, without further discussion on that, I'm going to let the broker panel take this up. They're going to talk about building and retaining customers in today's challenging times. Yes, these are challenging times. You know, we don't want to have a facade saying it's not a challenging time. These are challenging times. There are so many organizations that are cropping up. Competition is coming up, but I believe competition is good. The idea is, how do you retain customers? Because retention is a form of acquisition. So it's not about acquiring customers, but retaining them. If you can retain every customer if you could have retained every customer that you probably lost in your life, you'd have the largest customer base anyone could imagine. So with that, I'm going to request firstly the moderator of this panel, our dear friend and almost co-convention chairman, co-chairman of the convention, I mean officially or unofficially, he's done a great job. Zaid Bhai Zaid Mahmood, GB member of BRI. Please give him a big hand, guys. He's been working tirelessly, untiringly. Thank you very much, Zaid, for everything. Come, please take a seat. I'm going to now call my very dear friend, who we also call Jitu Bhai. He's almost like Jitinder from the yesteryears. May I request Mr. Khetan from RICA Calcutta, governing body member of NAR India, on the stage. Thank you for being with us. And now, may I request our star motivator, star speaker. And I know that two days ago, everybody was telling me, I was not in the room, unfortunately, or fortunately, that he gave one of the most moving speeches that people had heard. And I have a lot of regard for him. He's a great trainer. He's already got up because he knows we're talking about him. Please welcome the man without the hat right now. He wears many hats and he has a ponytail, but today he's not worn his hat. Please welcome Vinod Bhai, Vinod Thakkar. Give him a big hand. The next is our new treasurer. He has been the secretary of NAR India. He is from Ahmedabad, and he is now the new treasurer of NAR India. Please give Pramit Parikh a big hand. The next one is somebody who you're going to see as the face of NAR India from literally today onwards, or actually from yesterday, last evening. The secret is out of the bag. There is a new president that we have, and we'd like to call him on stage. He's from HRA, the Hyderabad Realtor Association. Please welcome Mr. Vijay Sarthi and give him a big hand. And I kept the best for the last. The gentleman who's been a secretary of the association. Believe me, the job of the secretary, and Pramit would also, give consent to that, the toughest job at NAR India, or actually at most associations, is that of the secretary. Secretary, for many years, he's the evergreen secretary. He's going to be again the secretary this year. Nobody wants to try some new guy out. They say he's the best. Just bring him on board. He's going to take care of all our problems. Very, very hardworking, unassuming yet hardworking, works behind the scenes very well, completely non-political. And the gentleman has been also working very hard at BRI. He's had some health challenges in between and yet risen up to the occasion, done a fantastic job. Please give him a standing ovation if you can. Ayub Khan from BRI. Thank you very much. Thank you. So this is probably the best that you can get. And these guys will speak from the heart. They're going to talk about brokerages, the challenges of retention of customers, etc. And I'm going to not steal their show and give Zaid the honor. Please come to the podium, sir.
Professionals who probably are leaders in their field here. They seem to have done wonderful for themselves. A lot of them, and most of them I think were part of the NAR and done some great work for NAR. Thank you guys. Thank you for all the help you're doing for us. Coming on to the topic of today's discussion, building and retaining customers. I think we all know that's the most important part of any business, not only real estate. Prospecting is something which we have to do every day. Whether it's you're selling a home, whether you're selling a car or you're selling a electronic product, prospecting is important. You need to have customers. Without customers, you can't do business. So our focus today would be on getting these customers, retaining them, and also seeing that how you service them to the best possible manner. Networking is also one of the very, very important aspect of building customers. I think we've attended this convention here. I'm sure a lot of us would have networked here and would have made business opportunities with a lot of international, I think, delegates we have here, local association members here. Customers keep on adding over these years now. Now the challenge is how do we keep in touch with them? You see, a lot of times we forget that so-and-so was a customer and they might slip out of our mind. Important aspect which I was discussing with our co-panelists was about the portals which have come up today. Now web portals are direct competition and probably stealing away a lot of our business. Now we have to look at it, how we're going to handle this, how we're going to take this forward in the future, and what are the ways to challenge this, whether this can be taken as an advantage or a disadvantage. So both positives and negatives are there. So my introduction, I think I was supposed to introduce the panel, but I think Sam has already done this job for me, so that saves me some work. I'd like to pose my first question to Jeetu Bhai. Jeetu Bhai, in your experience as a professional working in Kolkata, you have acquired a number of customers, and the important aspect of what do you think, how does one retain these customers? Does any social infrastructure is required, you need to connect with them socially, you need to meet them more often, or you just kind of, you're truly business with these guys. Jeetu bhai, floor to you, sir.
Thank you, Jayat. Good morning, friends. As far as today's challenging times are concerned, the competition is always there in real estate. Now, coming to social media, you mean to say?
Not social media, it could be socially, you could be interacting with somebody on a friendship basis, it could be any way.
See, as far as socially connected, yes, once we get a customer, the most important thing what you said is definitely to retain the customer. Now, how to retain it? Like what we do, like in challenging times, I've asked my people to meet the customers rather than calling them. So when we are meeting them physically, there are a lot of things which we come to know about the customer, their family life, their business, what are they looking for actually. I'm a little fumbling, sorry. I think Vinod bhai will be able to tell you. Sorry, sir.
Vinod bhai, I think you can take on this, and we'll ask the rest of the panelists to continue with this same point.
See, I think customer is the important factor in any business, and so it is in real estate. I always say, the tie I have bought is because of the customer's money, So if you don't take care of customer, you can never grow in the business. There are different aspects. I mean, if we are outsourcing the property, for example, if somebody wants to sell the property and you get a call or inquiry through email, I think first thing we should do is we should go and connect with that customer one-to-one. Without meeting customer personally, you will not be understand what kind of customer he is. He may be investor, he may be having another properties. But most of the time what happens is we see the property, we know about that location, and maybe customer is asking little more price than market. But we only decide, no, boss, it is not going to sell because the current price is 5 lakh rupees, he is asking 6.5 lakh rupees. You don't create your own meaning out of that. First, go and meet that customer. That is the best way because you are getting opportunity to talk about your company, to share about yourself. And that is the beginning of building relationship. I personally feel most of the time, we brokers, we don't actually connect with the customer well. Until and unless you understand the needs of the customer, you should not start showing property or, taking the next step forward. So first basic thing is understand the customer. It can be developers. I think most of the time we only think that your buyer is only customer. For me as a consultant, your developer is also equally your customer. If your developer is inviting you to sell your property, for example, we had lots of exhibition stall outside. Don't take only visiting card and put it in your card box. Personally visit them. You see the different, I'll tell you. The moment you go and visit the site or their office, you will have a different kind of relation. That is the stepping stone in your life. I think building relationship at the first stage is the great important thing to move forward in the life.
Vinodji's summed it very well. I think very important thing is he's talked about dress code, meeting the customer, very important, connecting with him. And as he said, buyer and seller are both our customers. It's just not only a seller. The buyer and the seller are customers, so we have to service them well. Am I correct, Vinod bhai? Pramitji, let's take your take on this, sir.
As far as what I think is that portals will never be our competitors. They can only complement us because see, for them, a buyer or a seller is a customer, and for us, a realtors or a brokers, customer is another member of a family. So the personalized touch, personalized service, personalized guidance, what we can give to them, a portal can never give. Portal can never answer the questions the customer has apart from price and location. Portal will never give you a personalized service in terms of customer satisfaction and after sales services as well. On the other way around, we use portal as a complement in terms of they are the one who are reaching to the they are reaching to the end users, and they are they are providing the property information to them. We have to use them smartly to our advantage. So portal for us never be a competitor. They can always complement our business.
So I think we'll pass the mic to Vijay Bhai. And Vijay Bhai, what's your take on this, sir?
As far as portals are concerned,
No, we're not looking at portals, Vijay Bhai.
Yeah.
We're talking about retaining customers, yeah.
retaining
How we
custom-
manage to
that's what-
retain, and what's your take on this subject, you know?
to retain customers,
And getting new customers, how are we prospecting to get new customers? How do you go? You go out in the field, you know, meet people, go on, you know, sites, go and give your team going and visiting cards, giving your information about your company. Do you think that's another way to, you know, take this?
first thing is any realtor, we also should concentrate on business development. Business development is a part and parcel of like any marketing, any product. We are also marketing our own company. So we should have a business development team. We should not only, see, we talk mostly when we talk residential. There's a lot of things about commercial also. There's retail, there's office space, IT space. For IT space, you have to reach out to the customer. Customer won't come to you through portals or through any other newspaper media. Where here you have to do direct marketing, like you're selling your company. You go and pitch for your company, even it's a retail space, it's a logistics space or commercial space. So there are two aspects. Residential customer, attracting a residential customer is a different way. Attracting a commercial customer is a different way. In this overall strategy, we have also to upgrade ourselves technologically. We have to have a proper CRM package in our office. We have to have a proper portals with us, our own portals I'm talking about. We should have our own portals where we can generate our customers. Apart from the BD, what we do one-to-one, the personal meeting, customers also visit through our portals.
Can I add something to this, Vijay Bhai? Can't NAR think of, you know, creating a portal like a India Property or a, you know, 99 acres? Can't we do this as a, you know, measure to take this as now, as you're the current president now? Don't you think you can, you know, start building that for the NAR community?
We have taken few steps towards that. We'll see as the day goes by, we'll be signing off an agreement on MLS also.
Of course, the MLS is going to be there, and
that is one
that's a very
platform,
important topic, which I think
Yeah.
a lot of people should be there for that event, I'm sure.
Yeah, that is the one topic. I think we are signing around 2 o'clock as per schedule. So that is a very important for all of us. It's a combined package of CRM and MLS. That's all. We have to upgrade ourselves technologically. So as an individual, simple small broker, you may not be able to afford. But when, as NR India, they're giving a platform. They're giving a platform so everybody starts using, and it comes to him with a lesser cost.
Thank you, Vijay Saab. Ayub, can we take your thoughts on what you think about, you know, prospecting? How do you think we should go about it? And keeping in mind Bangalore market, which is, you know, so IT savvy, you know, what do you think we should be doing to?
See, regarding the portals, I think Farooq answered that question very beautifully yesterday. So that should sum up what portals are and why we should not be, why they'll not be a threat to us. So those in the room will probably understand that. Understanding the requirement of the customer is one thing. Retaining the customer is a total different ballgame altogether. So if you retain the customer, you are going to get repeat business from him. I just want to give an example of my case. I have customers who have dealt with 30 years back, who still come back and do business with me.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And some of my major business comes with customers who have been doing business for the last 20 years. And this is how I've retained them is not just because of the business, it's because of a lot of small other things that, you know, the customer expects from you and that you need to do for the customer. Small things like maintaining their property, managing their property, collecting their rents, depositing that in the bank, you know, very small things which mean a lot to them. The customer wants that little bit extra. He wants that, and we need to go that mile. We have to go that little extra mile, which most of us don't want to do. They feel once you sign the document and you have got the commission, your job is over. But we offer, and then we offer all these services free. We check with the accounts, we check their rents, we collect the rents, deposit in the bank, we file some of their income tax returns, you know, the sales tax returns, you know, all these things, and we offer these services free.
Vinod Bhai has a point to add to this.
I have one very important point, most of the time, which I have seen and I have experienced in my personal life. At one stage, brokers were doing a small transaction of 5, 10, 15, 20 lakh rupees. And as market grew, everybody grew, company grew, they reached to the level they are now into a bigger transaction. And this existing customer comes to you and he inquires for some small thing, I have seen people saying, oh boss, we are not doing this kind of thing nowadays, And you lose the customer. You lose the customer. I'll give you my personal example. I was having a tailor where I used to, all stitching were done, my entire staff, every year. And a few years back, I sent one tracksuit. There was some alteration to be made. I sent my driver to that tailor. So he said, "Abhi wo bhi bahut bada ban gaya, trailer bhi." He also grew. So he told my driver, "Boss, ye chota mota kaam hum log nahi karte. Aap dusra ke dil kara lo." And he lost me actually, because since then I never went to his shop. So he lost a big business. All my reference is gone. So sometime, a customer calls you, he's an existing customer, and he's telling you, boss, I need a 1-bedroom apartment on lease for my, employee. Can you help me? If you are not doing that business, you don't say no. Tell him, okay, sir, I'll do. You walk an extra mile and find somebody who is doing that and go and do that transaction for him.
Absolutely.
If you are doing that, you are actually retaining customer. But most of the time I have seen people, they think, "Arey, abhi main ye chota mota kaam kidhar karunga yaar? Mere paas time nahi, I don't invest time for a small job." So to retain customer is one of the most important thing. And these are the small tips I am just sharing with you, my personal tip. I think you should take care of this.
Adding to what Vinod Bhai has said, like suppose even the smaller transactions, if you don't do, you should definitely put them to your friend broker who are capable of doing such transactions. So at least that person knows that yes, you have taken care of the smaller transactions and you are actually giving them a service by introducing them to other brokers who are actually capable of doing such transactions, rather than saying them no on the face.
True, very true. I think adding to that a little more is, the whole idea of probably a TRC course is something similar to that, where the, brokers kind of connect locally or internationally. So I think Ayub Bhai was continuing on that. Ayub Bhai would like to add on more to what you were talking on. I think you didn't finish, we interrupted you.
Yeah, I think the customer expects that, that little extra that you can offer them, He always expects that little more. And anything you offer for free, I always tell my friend Farooq, anything for free I want to. So the customer also thinks that way. And small things that matter, they call up and ask me, which is the best school in your city, which is the best college in your city.
Absolutely.
And you just have to, give them the details, help them out a bit, and you have retained him for life.
But adding on that school point, let me add that you have these relocation companies which are doing this work, they get your luggage, put them in school. So I think, is it not possible that, our people also look at it a little more, positively on that aspect, though it's not, focus of our business?
Yeah, it is. I mean, you need to offer, let's say I have 2 staff in my office, only to take care of after service, requirements of customers. All these small things, any small thing that matters for the customer. He wants something in the city. If we are able to do it, we do it, or we put him on to the right person who can do it. So these things help you to retain the customer and also help you to get repeat business. Repeat business is a very important aspect of your business.
Jeetu Bhai, I'd like to ask you a question. So what are the qualities one looks in a good real estate agent or a good real estate professional? Could you just highlight to us on this point, sir?
Jayad, in today's challenging market, see, transparency is the most important. Today, when a customer comes to us, it is not that he is coming to us as only we are the only brokers where he is coming. He's also reaching to 10 other brokers. He's also contacting 10 other developers. So the first information what you give has to be absolutely correct and crisp. So wherever, if he's getting the same information, or if you're offering a property at 5,000 rupees and somebody else is offering at 4,500 rupees, so that means there is something wrong with the particular transaction. So as far as transparency of the transaction is concerned, that is very, very important. Now, coming to other terms and conditions, other specification, the developers, developers reputation is also very important. The past records, the brokers needs to be perfectly informed about the current market conditions. So, and So these are very, very important aspects when you want to do a first transaction with a particular customer.
See, a lot of cases in our companies now today, as Vinod Bhai said, we have all grown today. We have large staff working with us. So the issue comes in when you are not personally able to attend to these customers. You probably depute them to your team. So sometimes a team member from your side might not, handle or mishandle a customer. So how and what are the steps one is taking to ensure that these things happen? Pramit, can we take a take on this from you, sir?
For us, ours is a 32-year-old real estate company, and I'm a second generation realtor. We always try to keep it simple. We always help customers. We always try to socialize with them. Not only sending them emails or sending them birthday wishes or anniversary greetings, it's not enough. We try to be more friendly with them. We try to socialize with them. As Ayub Bhai and Farooq Bhai yesterday said, we try to help them which are matters which are not related to real estate as well. We try to help them each and every way wherever they need our assistance. We more than a broker for them, we try to be their family members. We try to be their a guide or a friend where they can come and share their personal relations as well or personal problems as well. So our motto is simple. For us, customer is not customer. For us, they are family members. So we follow that simple philosophy of adding a family and keep growing the family and making them family members and never lose contact with them.
Vinod Bhai, your take on this, sir?
I think most important thing according to me for customer is he should feel that you are an ethical broker. And if you have more numbers of people in your company, I think your communication with your people from top to bottom should be very clear. Whatever is your vision, that should transfer that vision to the last person of your company, maybe an office peon. I personally feel office peon is one of the most important person in your office. Because the customer, he's the first person the customer is connecting with. So if you're not taking care of him, if he's not happy about your company, if he's not proud of being there in your company, I think you will lose the customer. Because he's not going to be very friendly or with smiling face. He'll be having his own tension, when attending the customer. Secondly, it is researched that 69% of the customer don't come back to you and say if they are not happy with you. So don't expect customer to come and tell you, कि boss, आपके आदमी ने मेरे से बात बराबर नहीं किया. You have not given me the proper service. Your after sale service is not good. We need to go and connect with the customer, and we should go and ask, everything is fine. How many of you, after completing the entire transaction, getting your brokerage, how many of you must have called the same customer after 4 months and ask him, sir, I hope everything is fine. You're great. You're enjoying the new place which you bought through us.
But that is realistic. This is realistic, Vinod Bhai. I'm sure.
It is, sir. It is. See, if you want to just move fast and leaving your existing customer, this is the best way. And it is possible, sir. Why are we putting more? You are investing 8 rupees to get a new customer. You have to spend only 2 rupees to retain the customer. Believe me, it is possible. Don't try to do so many things at a time.
Vijay sir, what kind of tools are available today to, market real estate? Everybody knows there's so many, you've got your customer CRM programs available, you've got your MLC programs, which unfortunately India doesn't have an MLC as such. Nobody really has an MLC. So I think we're taking that step forward. So people talk about social media, which everybody is on today. You have your Facebook, your Twitter, LinkedIn, everybody's there. Also, you have situations where people are sending these email blasters every day. Now, how effective are these programs? Because you see, everybody's mailboxes are so full. You probably get 300-400 mails a day. I don't know how many customers can get to see these mails. So what's your take on this, sir?
As far as social media is concerned, if you use LinkedIn for a good commercial business development, LinkedIn has to be, if you use it in a proper way, it generates a lot of value for your company. I see we have an Air India group also. A lot of our realtors, we post on LinkedIn 1-bedroom flat available. So that is not where social media is supposed to be used. You have to give information, you have to share information. What are the rules? If you come to know something new about a particular rule in your city or state, you have to share those information. You have to share better articles on LinkedIn, especially LinkedIn. And going to Facebook also, Facebook is a tool which can be used for best. It should not be used for posting properties. Most of us, I can many a time see that there are 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom or 100-acre land available in so-and-so areas. Nobody is interested in that. Facebook doesn't help us to do that. Facebook helps you to be in touch with your customer. You have your customer, all your customers are in your Facebook group. Be with them, give them proper information, time to time. Give the information what are the prices going on in his particular area. Might be that he has bought it for X price. He may not sell it, but he'll be happy that his price has gone from X plus 1. So that is the information he keeps having it. When he wants to sell, might be after a couple of years, definitely he'll get back to you. That is the information you have to, that is the tool that has to be used properly as far as Facebook is concerned. Twitter is only messaging, so for real estate I don't think Twitter is a good tool to be used. And apart from that, as I said, you have to develop your own websites. You have to give proper information. Customer sees you, even if you give an ad, definitely each and every customer now are tech savvy, at least in southern states. First thing what they check about you is they visit your site and check about you. So you should have a proper website. The website should not be shabby. It has to be very professional website, you should be having it. So we have to spend some money on having a good website. These are few things which we have to keep a track, and this will definitely generate a lot of business for us. In our company, locally, in LinkedIn, we do so much, we put so many blogs. We give so much information about a state, about a city, about how to buy a property, what are the steps you have to follow to buy a property, residential property or commercial property. With that, people, when we go to attend some few conferences, people recognize us. Might be I don't know him, but they recognize they're from so-and-so company and you have written so-and-so article. We have got compliments many a times of that. That is a few things, few tips which we have to follow.
Thank you, Vijay bhai. Ayub, like to pose this question to Ayub. Now, all of us like to do fast business. Nobody wants to waste too much time on, the end user customer. He's going to be very troublesome. Probably he'll see the house 10 times. His wife will want to see it. His mother-in-law want to see it. His children will want to see it. And then end of the day, his Vastu man will come and say, hey guys, this is, not happening. So you put in all the effort there. So how do you manage, how does, one manage to do this? How do you do this,
I follow one thing here which I learned in my business, and I also tell my staff to do that. Never underestimate a customer. Don't go by how he's dressed. Don't go by which car he comes on. Don't go by if he just walked to your office. Never underestimate the capability of what and the potential of your customer. The day you do that, you're finished. So it happened personally to me. Once a customer walked into my office, very shabby, very this one. It was the end of the day. I was trying to leave the office in a hurry, and this man comes and sits and spending time with me and says, I want a house for so-and-so budget. I said, okay, I have, and I'll give to you tomorrow morning. He says, no, I want to see it today. So I was trying to, convince him to see it the next day, but he said, I want to see it today. So I just said, okay, I know my bad luck, and let me go and show him the place. So I took him to the place, he's seen the place, and he said, who's the owner? I said, oh, it's somebody I know. He said, where is he? I said, he's from the same city. He said, I want to meet him. I said, okay, I'll arrange a meeting tomorrow. He said, no, I want to meet him today. So, and it so happened, I just gave the owner a call. He said, okay, I'm free, you can come. We sat down, and in 15 minutes, we done, I think, almost 3 crore business.
Excellent.
15 minutes. So this happened to me some, 15, 16 years back. And after that, if the man comes crawling to my office also, I give him the service. So never underestimate the customer.
I think we always have to keep this, whether you're lower during the day or you're pepping up there, you've got to be at your customer. You can't just let go there.
It's not, yeah. You need to give him the time, you need to give him the same value, you need to give him the same attention.
Pramitji, I want to ask you, take this a little further, take this now. You see, you're showing a customer 10 places, 20 places, he doesn't like it. So you know, what happens, you get tired at some point of time. So how do you keep your morale up?
Just to add what Ayub has said, the biggest tool available for our members today to do business is NR India. Forget social media, forget everything. The biggest tool available to increase your business across city and do business even in your city, the biggest tool available today in India in real estate business is NR India. If we all can combine and we all can do business, I think the platform what NR India has given to all of us, no other platform is bigger than NR India.
Absolutely.
So,
Cheers to NR India.
I mean, we used to do a transaction only in Ahmedabad. After joining NAR India, you know, now we are doing intercity transactions as well. So this is the power of NAR India platform, and we should all do it. Now everyone sitting here in this hall, now they can all say, come back, and they can go to their city, they can go to the customers or even the developer as well. Boss, though I am based in any city, but I have a branch offices in 27 cities across India. So no Twitter, no Facebook, no LinkedIn can give you this platform. So first, try to encash NAR India platform. This is my personal request to each and every member of NAR India. Now coming to your point, in lot of occasions, you know, this happens that customer sees properties of with us for 20 times or 30 times as well, and so many times we've seen that our staff or in some instances even us as well, that we felt very bad, you know, that every time he comes, you know, he see the property and then he say, I don't like it. We have instances where people have seen 50 properties. So the simple way to keep your morale up is, you know, keep interacting with him in terms of, sir, why do you don't like it? If we say this, then remove the property which are in your list which have that thing. I mean, if he's a Vastu believer, he say, I don't like this flat because it has a south opening, then remove all the properties in your list which you have a south opening. So, I mean, as per his dislikes, if you start, you know, start deleting the properties you have in your database, then you'll able to, you know, shortlist on him and you'll able to do it. I mean, there is no other way to keep motivating. The only other keep motivating is that you have to retain the customer, and that power and that stamina you need to have in your and your staff as well.
Zalba, I'd like to add
Yes, sir,
something
please.
here. We had a corporate customer looking for a office space, established corporate company. They went to each and every IPCs in the city. They saw 150 properties, believe me, 150 properties for their 10,000 SFT office space.
Wow.
And
You must
they
have had some
seen-
patience, Vijay.
Yeah,
You must have had some patience, I said.
yeah. They have seen 150, not through us, to various IPCs and
Okay.
through us also. We might have shown at least 20 properties. At the end of the day, we didn't leave the customers. The customer. He was going around with so many people. You know, still we said, no, we have to crack this customer. After 1 year, we cracked that customer and we gave him 13,000 SFT office space. Today, for each and every requirement what he has, a small godown or a guest house or his own apartment, he comes back to us. The company comes back to us and we have become like an exclusive broker with that company. And it's a good corporate company of India.
Probably it's like, you know, tire your customer till, you know, he's tired, you know, and he's probably signs up.
So
with
what
you,
I
you know.
believe is that once the customer is tired, he has seen 100 properties, then he's a true customer.
Correct.
You have to be with him because now he's going to decide.
Probably you have to wait for the rebound, you know, so he's gone in the entire market and, you know, you're just waiting for to take that goal. And like, you know, as a team, you are being the center forward probably at a point of time. Please, Vinod.
I would like to share my personal example. most of the time, it is very important for us don't react with the customers, most of the time we react with the customer. This happened in 2008. We were marketing a project in Mumbai, in Mulund. The price of that apartment in that building, we were quoting was 9,500 rupees. And this customer came with his father. He saw the flat, he liked the flat. And he said, we would like to finalize. I said, okay, you can go ahead. Tell me, what can I do for you? And he said, everything, we like the property. I asked him if first you have any inquiry about the property, title, amenities, possession. He said, no, everything is fine. Whatever details your man has given is okay. Only thing we are concerned about is the price. I said, okay, let me know what is in your mind. And he said, no, you should not feel bad because, we have got money ready. If you finalize the deal today, by evening we can pay you 100% payment, including stamp duty registration, and take the possession. I said, that's a great thing. We are quoting 9,500. We negotiate 100, 200 rupees, but your payment is in a one day. I can further try and do something for you. He said, no, 9,000 will not do. I said, then you say. And he said, our budget is 6,500 rupees per square feet. Now in this case, I have seen a lot of consultants, they will say, even developers, if customer is putting this kind of offer, almost, 33, 40% less, what they will say, "Arey, idhar kidhar milega aapko? Ye budget mein you go in Mira Road or, long distance. How can you ask this kind of offer?" This is, 9 out of 10 people will react this way. So I said, sir, absolutely no problem. I appreciate, your thoughts.
I think we're running out of time.
This is very important. This is very important, I'm telling you. So I said, okay, at this moment, I don't think it is possible, but we'll be in touch with you. If anything goes wrong in the market, I'll get back to you. And post 3 months, Lehman Brothers happened. Post 3 months, Lehman Brothers happened. Market started crashing in Mumbai. Another 3 months, he will call me, sir, kya chal raha hai, kaisa hai? And he'll ask me, the flat is there. I said, flat is there, sir. What is the price? I said, I can give you at 8,500 rupees. He said, no, I don't want to take more than 6,500. And this conversation, I continued with him for another 9 months. And after 9 months, market went really at a rock bottom. And I sold him the same flat after 1 year at the price of 6,500.
Excellent, excellent. I think I'll pose this last question now to Jeetu Bhai before we close the...
I want to add one thing
Yes.
about what Vijay said. I have a customer who is, we are in touch with the customer for last 20 years. And that customer has not bought or not sold any property in this 20 years. But that particular customer has given us at least 15 leads, which has been matured. He must have given us more than 50 such leads, but at least 15 leads which he has given has been matured. So it is not necessary that a particular customer will give you business. He can definitely give you a lot of referral with which we can do a lot of business.
Thank you, Jeetu Bhai. I want to add a question to that. What do you think about speculation? Now, you see, they're all pre-launches which keep on happening again and again. So a lot of us want to sell, to investors who want to flip. So what do you think of this as a business? Do you think we should encourage this as a business, or we should...
See, Jayat, Calcutta is not a very speculative market. I can just talk about Calcutta. I think if an investor is buying a property, it is not a sale. It is actually you are transferring the ownership. At one point of time, developer is a seller, then it becomes an investor who is a seller. So, and real estate is not a speculative like your stock market or what. It is actually a real asset. That is why we call it real estate. So, as far as Calcutta market is concerned, it is not speculative. And I think the time has come where speculation and real estate has almost stopped.
Thank you, Jeetu Bhai. I think we've more or less come to the end of our discussion. Probably we can go on for hours together. A lot of stories can be shared, but I think we have restraint on time, so we have to close this session. Now we have, I think, some very important discussions which are happening now.
Can you take a question? I have one question.
Yes. Yes, sir.
My name is Jayant from Kriya. I have a question for the board and for the members sitting here. Why aren't we devoting time to train our members? We need to create a capsule to train our members in every city and have a program which I would be more than happy to volunteer. Call the Train the Trainer program. We need to have at least 5 trainers in each city who can come on board and help train. We have a huge abundance of knowledge pool here. Training not only in our business, but also there are certain things that we need to present ourselves on soft skills. These are very, very important. How we present ourselves. Request the board to please consider this.
Yeah, I'll answer your question. We have been contemplating on this, and this year you'll see we are going to devise a program which will have not only soft skills, how to sell your properties, real estate of course will be there, and it will have include the technology also. And it will be one-day program, and these programs once we devise, we want to certify, make it a certified program from NER India. We want to give it a certificate that NER India has trained you one day, at least the basics of the real estate, basics, finer points of real estate. And when one more program, what we want to devise is a 2-day program.
Vijay, I think we just won't need to interrupt this on this. I think these one-day programs probably don't really add too much to it. I'm told a lot of universities come up now, they're training, real estate professionals. Don't you think NER should look at some kind of a detailed training program rather than just having these one-day workshops? They're not, I wouldn't say they're programs, they're just workshops,
Sadhbhai, what happens when we tie up with somebody for detailed programs, we are not able to reach all our 25 associations. Then it becomes limited to few metro associations. We'll do that. We are planning going forward, we'll do that. We had it in Hyderabad. If you want breakout sessions, we had on trainings also. It depends on the venue and all those things. But this training program, we want to reach each and every association. Right from Raipur to Indore, everywhere we want to reach.
We had a TRC course which was scheduled for today, but unfortunately the trainer, Thai Stoffer, was supposed to come. I think his wife fell ill or something, and he cancelled his flight in the last moment. If not, there was a TRC course, where we had about 50 members were supposed to do the course today. Unfortunately, we were not able to do it.
I think what Jayant says, I also agree with them. And last year we are identifying 25 volunteers across the country, as you said correctly, and I must thank you for accepting that. And we will first train them and we will see what is the best in them. And based on that, we'll design the program and we can send this volunteer to all the association. Only thing, these association will have to bear their cost, their traveling and that. That's all. You don't have to pay anything, but you can design as many as program. I think every month these volunteers can visit 2-3 cities, and we can make a difference. This personal sharing of success will make a big difference,
Very good.
Each association has to come forward to take the...
Thank you, gentlemen. I know we can go on and on in this, and probably we'll use the tea break and then the lunch break to further talk. And you know each one of them, and we're going to request you to have one-on-ones with them.
Excuse me,
I'm
sir.
sorry, we'll have to cut it short. We're already running 1 hour late. So
please, I have a small
I'm sorry?
question, sir. Here.
I can't see anybody. I'm getting blinded by the lights, guys. So, okay.
I have a question. I was just waiting for this. Thank you very much. My name is Umesh. I am from Bangalore South Realtors Association. I am a secretary there. This is the first time we are attending NER India, and we have become a member of BRI. I'm happy to see since from yesterday, a lot of colorful crowd, everything. I only don't understand how realtors are secured. That is not discussed. Customer is a king, but he doesn't pay many times. How do we secure ourselves? This is the one question I wanted to I want to get from my superiors. And secondly, I have few more things also, We have made portals a king, by giving our, the requirements, availability and all. And today, what is the threat? All this nobroker.com, 99 acres, they are also called as agents. They take money from you, they take property from you, they will sell it, and many of the cases, with the builders, whomsoever, they have a tie-up. They don't take the brokerage from the purchaser side. Today, customer is very smart. whatever we say, though as I told you, he is a king, but king doesn't pay, what is the use? So my request, since from yesterday I'm here, how realtors are secured? See, in our association, we have an application. We ask him to write everything, whatever the commission,
Ramesh, I
0.5%,
Sir,
1%, 2%.
my request is, this is really, it's becoming like a full panelist. I'm apologies, we should have called you here for a session.
No, my
But if
request
you can
is-
be, stick to the point and make a one
Okay.
question.
The
We've
one
lost track of
question
your
what
question
I
by
wanted
now,
to ask
sir.
for, how realtors are secured, I want panel to just answer this. Thank you.
Okay, you answer and let's close it at that. No more questions, my apologies, no more
Sir,
questions. Thank you.
It is not only you who face this. I think everybody faces this, not only here, throughout the country. Today it's easier to do business. It's more difficult to collect the commission. But I think, the only way you can ensure that is have proper documentation, give proper service to the customer, and ensure that, you're dealing with the customer and your fee is secure. But unfortunately, the country as of now does not have any such law to secure your commission. And if somebody wants to take you for a ride, he will take you for a ride one way or the other. That's the unfortunate part of the business. But with the new RERA bill and all coming up, we are expecting those things to change. And hopefully in the coming years, we should be more secure. I agree we are not secure right now, but in the coming years, I think that will change.
Very well said. And, I do know that, we are being unfair, cutting this session short, but I want to tell you that the new president, the president that's just come in, Mr. Vijay Sarthi, is ready to accept any questions, thoughts, feedback, ideas that you have. His email ID is president@narindia.com. I'll repeat again, president@narindia.com. Please feel free to put across your thoughts and questions. I think you had a great point, sir. It's just that, we don't have the luxury of time right now. So send it again and we will review it. He will review it at the governing body meeting. That's what these meetings are for. And we'll come back to you with solutions, and we'll share it with all the associations for forwarding it to their members as well. With that, thank you very much, panelists, but please be seated. Please, I'm going to request, the ladies of our association, gracious ladies who've been here with us, I'm going to request some of them to come in and share the mementos with each one of you. Can we request Zareen Arjani to please step up and give a memento to Mr. Ayub Khan? Pushpa Srinivasan to please come up and give a memento to Mr. Vijay Sarthi. May I request Vanessa D'Souza to please come and give a memento to Mr. Pramit Parekh. Guys, we need to clap harder. They've given us a great session. May I request Ms. Tabu Varma to please give a... so, didn't somebody come for you? Vanessa's not here. I'm so sorry. Tabu, could you please do the honors for Pramit? May I request Saloni Chopra to please come and give a memento to Mr. Vinod Thakkar. She's there. May I request Ms. Manju Mittal to please give a memento to Mr. Jitendra Khetan. And may I request Ms. Varsha Gadgil to please give a memento to Mr. Zaid Mahmood. Guys, we're forgetting to clap for these lovely sessions. May I then request Ms. Deepa Jain to please come and give the gift to, memento to Mr. Zaid Mahmood. Thank you very much. Thank you, ladies. It's been an honor that you are with us, and I think what we're missing is more ladies on the panel, or in due course, next year or the next year, we'll keep increasing. We want more participation of women in the in real estate. Thank you very much, all panelists.